Join our headlight restoration already in progress. All right, everybody out there in the Craft Chest Nation, I got so caught up into wanting to get this project underway that I forgot to film two parts of this, which is 500 grit, 800 grit. Pretty straightforward. You just need a drill, whether it's a cordless drill like mine, little $18 Harbor Freight, which has done a mighty fine job. And on this headlight, I'm not going to be looking for perfection, because as you can see, there's striations all through here and stress fractures underneath, and that's probably behind everything like on the other side. But I have sanded this down with the 500 and the 800, and now we're going to wet sand it with the 3000. All right, and what I have here, before I go any farther, is the 3M Headlight Restoration System. That is a complete system. Here's the compounds and synthetic wax. We are 2 steps away from doing this, and that'll be the next step after the 3000 grit, which is this right here. Now this is going to be a wet sand, and another reason why I guess I wasn't really thinking about filming this is because I wanted to be sure that since this is a cheap ass drill, that I wanted to give the battery time to recharge and stabilize. So what we're going to do is, we're going to center this up, and as you can see, the remnants over here of the blade of armor, and as you can see, I need to wash the car because a cat has now decided that it wants to make this part of its trail on the way either up here or over to its house. I don't know which one, probably a little bit of both. So that's what that is right there. So the next step is to wet sand, and we got to wet this down. Wet the pad. Oh yeah, make sure we're nice and wet. Got the spray bottle happening. Let's get to it. And this is going to take out any fine scratches from the 500 and 800. So just enjoy the show. Here we go. That does look better. Spray that dust away from here and off of here. Hit it one more time. And I think, well, I'm gonna spray it down one more time. I think that's good. Now I'll go get me a cloth. So let's spray this down. Got me some paper towels. I'm about out of rags. I got to do laundry this weekend and get all my work towels that I've been working on the car with. Oh yeah, oh yeah, I think that's going to be getting it right there. That, and of course it's going to haze over before I put the rubbing compound on it, but my goodness, that's night and day again, once again on this car. Restoring these projector lamps. Look at that. I don't know how well y'all can see that. I hope I'm angling it right, but that is outstanding compared to that. This is before. Haven't even touched that one. It's been washed, but that's the before. Here is after, all the way up to wet sanding. Oh yeah, like it. And I'm not looking for perfection. I'm just looking where these lights will actually be bright again, as they have been dulled out through the miracle of time. I'm gonna give this a few moments to dry down, and then we'll add the compound to it. If this doesn't work out, I have my OE headlights over there, a brand new set of headlights inside that I can put on here. But the more I looked at it, and the more after we did the Raptor liner on the car, the more I got to thinking about it. I was like, these projector lights look good with this stance that we have going on here, especially the new mirrors. We're going to be getting new tires. We're going to be restoring these rims. Whenever we do all that, I'll get new tires, and then we'll restore the rims, etc. and so forth. So this is the next step. And I figured since this is an important safety feature, being able to see where the heck you're going at night, why not go ahead and attempt to restore these. So it says apply a dime size amount. I don't know what country dime they want. There's about a dime right there, huh? Let's call that a dime. I'm gonna leave that standing up so that'll seep down to the bottom. Grab my good battery. And let's proceed messing up the last step, because there's no synthetic wax, obviously. Alright, so this is what I saw them doing on the actual quick video, was smearing this around like this. Alright, let's go. And this is like doing toothpaste on it. Anybody ever use toothpaste to try to restore your headlight? That's basically what this is. Alright, since we seem to have been skimped on the synthetic wax, I might as well go ahead and just use the microfiber, my last microfiber, to polish this out and get the compound off of there. And then I'll wax it later. I gotta go get my wax. It's all buried up in there. That wax actually may be good, I don't know. I know that's a synthetic wax on the top, but I don't know the state of wax, or you know, it's been sitting out here and it gets hot, cold, whatever. May not be any good. Get this out of here, man. I'm starting to see stuff. What is that? It's like the hot glue to put this thing together back in the day. But there we go. Whew, can you see it? Before, after. It's not perfect, by no means. It's still, you can see some underneath clouding here, and there's no way I can get the inside of it. But as far as the outside, except for these little bitty spots and I really can't reach so well, when I wash the car, that'll come off. That'll come off easily, I think, in theory. But restoring 15-year-old headlights, and let me get a, because I'll show you, I'm not going to actually go step by step on this one, because it's just 500, 800. We started at the wet sand, and the wet sand into the compound, and you go from this, even the spiders over here like, what am I on, to this. All right, that to that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now, while we're on this, I know a lot of people's like, well, how's that Raptor liner going to act with that tape on it? I don't know. We're about to find out, because I'm going to be adding tape to this. I got some paint coming, and I have a paint project that we're going to be doing, and that's going to be another top secret surprise. Yeah, it looks like it's coming right on off. It's not trying to peel this up or anything. It's 2 solid gallons, and we prepped this front end. This front end got prepped, y'all already know. Thick coat, self-etching primer under here, a whole can of adhesive promoter. I don't think this Raptor liner is going to come off of here anytime soon. And it's cured. This is 2 weeks in, and that's it. So just gotta get a little wax and shit. I could just leave that like it is, but there we go. Wow. Bug. Now just adjust that little headlight up and we're good to go. All right, so I found out that even though, and I don't even think this is made anymore, ice synthetic wax, I don't even know who makes this, turtle wax, synthetic paste polish, I was like, there ain't no way that this is still good. I opened it up, it had moisture. I'm like, what the hell? Smell it, looks good, touch it, still waxy and moist. I mean, obviously the edges have dried up, but the middle is still good. So I was like, you know what, let me do a little test spot. And it didn't streak in, so I was like, I'll go ahead and do this. And lo and behold, that's the synthetic wax covering that you're supposed to add to it, and that made it just pop. And I want y'all, let me back up. I don't have to go back too far because this GoPro's got a pretty wide out shot. That's what we started with. That's what we ended up with. That is incredible. I'm blown away, because I guess now that it's dried and that wax is all out of it, and look how the wax actually got onto the Raptor. I've heard people using synthetic waxes, spray waxes on Raptor to make it pop. I'm actually thinking I might try that. Who makes it? I forget what the guy, there was a name brand of guy said he uses synthetic spray wax. Lucas synthetic spray wax, that's what it is. But man, look at this. That is straight Cloud City over here, and this right here looks like a brand new headlight. Now when I bought these back in the day, custom headlights were just getting popular, you know, Fast and the Furious and all that. I paid like $218. I'm just guessing, I'm throwing a number out there, but I know it was $200 something whenever I bought these. And to be able to bring them back from, well, I'm just going to change them out, to this, I'm actually thinking, man, if I can get that low beam dialed in higher, I'm just going to go ahead, restore the LED accent lights across the top, which I have some more of those I can rewire into it. Side markers, nothing wrong with. And you know, we'll just have to overlook the bug inside and a couple of the string glue that's fell over the years. But man, look at the way that looks. That is absolutely incredible. So 3M, let's have a look at the restoration kit one more time. I only paid, and this was when I bought it, I only paid $13 and some change for it. It ended up being like 15 bucks with tax. So this is what you're going to be looking for. 3M Advanced Headlight Restoration. Yeah, it says sand refine polish, which the polish was not in my kit. I'm kind of disappointed about that, because this is everything that came out of the box. But nevertheless, good old Craft Chest has something, and this is just as old as those. So go figure, huh? So I'm gonna have to actually put this in the shade and conserve that, because if this paste wax does that well just in spots like this, I may have to see about thinning it out and doing a little, like, you know, where bugs would hit down in here. You already see the specks. But look at that headlight. I mean, that is incredible. Woo! Before, after. Now it's time to do that one. It's a craft of the mind. Go out there and have some fun. Stay tuned, I'll show you the end result of this one. All right, and here we go, finished product. You know, I actually did the rubbing compound over here twice, and it's got a rough spot at the top, so does this one, and it's underneath the plastic, so there's really nothing I can do. But look at the difference from the before and after shots that we saw earlier, and this is what we have. And we'll walk up on this one. I think I might actually come back when my battery's full again and do the rubbing compound on this one after I wash the car down. As you see, I got debris and cats and fucking mud and everything else happening here on the car. I gotta wash it. I just ran out of daylight. But here's the driver's side and passenger side. And doing the rubbing compound multiple times, I do see a great difference right here as compared to here. You can actually see it, the difference in the two. So I think that's what I want to do, and that's why that bag of compound is like it is. You can really see it now that this one's dried out, and I'm sure once this one dries it'll fade a little bit too. But you know, for 15-year-old headlights, not bad at all. Now we'll come in here and see about these LEDs and get those wired up the way they should be. If they're burnt out, I have replacement LEDs inside that I can rewire in here to replace these accent pieces here, and that'd be pretty much it. Got to work tomorrow, off Sunday, Monday, so we'll get the whole car cleaned up, and we'll get some of that spray wax that people say after we wash the car, and see about getting all this cleaned up. And all this is right here is just that dust that came off of this, and I laid a rag up there and it just stuck to the black. Well, I'll tell you what, I might throw a bucket of water on this in the morning just to get some of that off. I don't want that to stain. I don't think it will, but it's already cured. But here we go. Headlight restoration project for today is complete. Project Defiant continues. It's a craft of the mind. Go out there and have some fun. Woo!
Everything can launch fireworks. Holy shit! My watermelon!
Boom!